Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at NECA's San Diego Comic-Con 2017 exclusive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, this is actually just part one of this video, just because there's 8 figures in this box set. So I figured I'd do the Turtles in a separate video, then Shredder, Foot Clan, and the Krang. So I wanted to show you everything these guys come with and all the little details. There's a couple little instances where I have some mishaps on my figure, so I want to point those out to you. Maybe I'm the only one that's had this. But maybe you have it as a kind of an issue for you as well. You can let me know. But first off, I thought we'd take a look at all the accessories that they come with. So obviously they come with their signature accessories, but they come with a couple other things here as well. So you come with 4 turtle comms. 2 of them are open like this, and just look at all the nice detail that these have. You can see the blue screen, you can see the green, white, red buttons. Little antenna things. Now these are not soft rubbery plastic, so you could actually break those off, so just be careful. This is an adult collectible item. You can see that nice little paint there, even here on the bag. So just on an accessory like this, it's not even really a one of their main ones, like their swords or sais or nunchucks or something like that. So much detail on this. So it comes with 2 of these. And then it also comes with 2 of them that are closed as well. You can still see there's some nice detail on there, and it kind of looks like a turtle shell, which is just like the cartoon, looks fantastic. So wanted to show that off to you. You also get 1 of these. So one of the you see Michelangelo, and I think a lot of them use this a lot in the cartoon, but can open it a little bit here, and that way you can, rappel up something, or you can swing it around and, throw it around a bad guy's legs or whatever the case may be. And you can see that it has a string here. I'm just going to leave that taped up because I'd rather, display them with their signature weapons. But very cool little accessory to come with it as well. As far as pizza, we know the turtles like pizza, so you have this here in, one of these box. And you can see that there's a piece missing, weird, on the back piece right here, and then you have this slice, which is kind of a soft rubbery plastic, but that way you can hold it in the one of the turtles' hands, probably more than likely Michelangelo's, but they all eat pizza, so you can display it with any of them. But it doesn't fit in there, but you can see it's kind of like it tore apart, tore it out, and there's cheese hanging from it, so it made it a little bit longer. So a very cool little accessory, and very nicely detailed as well. For Michelangelo, we also have, we'll get into that here in a second. You get 4 additional sets of hands. So you have these hands, which more than likely are for probably Raphael. So you put the size in there, different ways of going between his fingers. So you have these hands. You also have this set of hands where they're pointing at each other, if you want, or maybe even Leonardo. Maybe you can put a sword in there. That way you can kind of hold it forward. So probably use that with him. You also get a couple of slap hands, if you will. So you could display them that way. I don't think any weapons are going to fit in there that way, but still pretty cool. And then you get some thumbs up hands as well. Or thumbs down, whichever way you want to go. Then you have the Michelangelo accessory, which you can see that the spins, just to make it resemble that of the nunchuck here. So what you could do is one of these you can pull. Well, I believe it was, I thought it was one of these. Yeah, there we go. All right, so pull that off, and then you could stick this in the end, and he could just have this one above his head, or out like this if you wanted. And that could be one display option if this will stay focused. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I believe they've included this accessory before on one of the other, I think it was the arcade version of the Turtles. But take a look at his accessories. If we can get them out. You do have real chain here, which I like. And then you can see that there's some nice gray paint. There's that brown and the black kind of highlighting it, making it give it that more realistic look, like the wood. So that's the same with the other one as well. One of them's not going to be able to do the detach thing. Just one of the nunchucks are. You have to look really closely and you tell which one it is. So only thing, there's no place to put his nunchucks anywhere here. Just kind of unfortunate. Not really a big deal. But taking a look at Michelangelo, if we can get this to focus. I think there's maybe too many things on the screen. It's trying to pick up everything at the same time. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm going to point out the issue that I've had. 3 out of 4 of my turtles, all of their left eye looks like it's looking up and a little bit in. Like the right eye is fine. This eye, it's really worse on Donnie. But you can see that this eye right here kind of looks up and in. So really that's the only QC issue that I have with these figures, is that eye there. I guess it's something that I can overlook. Because I'm just happy to have them. Everything else about them is fantastic. From the accessories that I showed you, I mean, we haven't even got to the other 4 figures, for the bad guys yet. And the carrying case that this came with as well looks really nice and very vintage. So they just kind of went all out on this set. So I'm not gonna let something like one of the eyes on some of the turtles, really get me down. I think this is just an awesome set. I'm really happy to have it. The oranges, they really pop. I like that. You can see the black lines and the, the muscles and stuff like that. The different color of greens as you go from the back here. The shell looks really nice. The bandanas look good. As far as articulation, I'm just going to cover it with one turtle because it's exactly the same on all of them. The head can rotate and do whatever you need there. Then you also have the neck, which can also has a ball joint there and can do some movement and rotation as well. Shoulders, back and forth, they go around as well. You have the bicep cut right there. Then you also have the elbow bend, which also has a cut that it can rotate. And then you have the wrist where they can rotate and they can go left and right as well. Then you have kind of in here, it can go back and forth inside the shell, kind of like a waist, I guess you could say, and it turns, too, but it can go side to side, so you can get some turns in there. This is a kind of a soft, material, so you can still get that in there. The legs, in and out. They also have the rotation here for the thigh cut. You have the bend at the knee where it can go back quite a bit there. And you have the feet where they go back and forth or rotate however you need those to. So that is the articulation for all the turtles. So let's go ahead and take a look at Raphael real quick. And he's another one. Again, actually, the eye's not as bad. It's really the worst on Donatello, so you'll see that here in a second. Mikey's probably the second worst. This is the third worst one, and Leonardo's is perfect. But again, the reds really pop on him. I like that. You can see, the R, just like Mikey had the M. And his, psi weapons, they look nice. Again, nowhere to put them on him. For him, you'd want them up here at the front. But again, it's going to be one of those things where I just keep them in their hand, so it's not really that big of a deal. Articulation is exactly the same, but you can see like all the nice, again, details with the black and the red, and also on the green going across here, the chest, and then to the back part of the shell. Everything looks really good, really solid. So I think NECA puts out the best Ninja Turtles. So I'm always going to buy their stuff. Let's get to Donnie. He's the one that I said was the worst with the eye here. You can see that you can barely even see that one. It's so far up in his bandana there. And Donnie's my favorite, so it's kind of unfortunate. But figure, I can put a turtle com, in his hand. He's a smart one, so and you put the bow here in the back, so it'll actually fit there, so we can implement some of these other accessories. But again, you know, the purple just pops, just like all the other colors, man. I absolutely love it. I love this fade from, you know, the lighter, you know, to a darker color. It's the same on the other ones as well. You can see where, you know, lighter to darker for Raph, and same thing with Mikey, lighter to darker. So I think it looks good. Again, I'm just kind of repeating myself here, but wanted to show you each individual turtle as well. It just, you know, blows my mind how amazing these things are. Like every single time NECA comes out with some of these turtles, I'm like, okay, these are the ultimate. These are the best turtles. And then the next year they surprise me again. I'm like, okay, well, these are the best ones. So here we have Leonardo. As you can see, you know, the eyes are absolutely perfect. Just, you know, wish that was on the case with the other ones. But again, you have the L there. You have the nice blue that pops. You can see it goes lighter to darker. And all the little bandanas, you know, look different too. So look, you can see the back part of the bandanas. You can see Leonardo's. Look at Mikey's. So that's different. You can see that Raph's is different than the two of them, and then you can see that Donnie's is different than. So they all have different little styles here in the back for the bandana, which I think is cool that they're not all just, you know, the exact same. You got a spot to, you know, sheath the katanas here. Just give you another little 360 here. So again, you know, fantastic job. And I also love, you know, the facial expressions. You can get a little bit of teeth here on the right side with Raph. It's on Leonardo. It's on both sides. Michelangelo, it's just there on the left side. And whenever we bring in Donnie, he's not showing any teeth. So just wanted to show those off. Again, you know, I'll upload a video with Shredder, Krang, and the two foot soldiers a little bit later. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.